What is up, First fans? Welcome back to another edition of our Risky Players. Is that what we're going to call this guy?
Yeah.
Well, I'm Rick. This is Devin. We're going to talk to you about Austin Ekeler being a risky player right after this intro. All right, welcome back, guys and gals. Let's get into this. This one means a bunch to me because everywhere you look, there's this hype around Austin Ekeler and how great he is, and he's going to be a top 5 back and all this stuff. And I'm here to tell you, along with Devin, we fully disagree in all of that, and we're going to break a little bit down as to why. So come at us in your comments below as we're doing this. We want to hear them.
Yes.
Give them all to us.
Come on.
Or do you agree with us? Anyway. Here we go. Currently, Austin Ekeler is being drafted in the first round, which to me is a mistake, but anywhere at the back end of the first round, typically, from 1.9 to 2.2 early in the second round in 12-team PPR leagues. But he's going in the first round, which is crazy.
Yeah.
We both think he's more of a RB2 running back, not an RB1, and definitely not in the first round.
Like third, fourth round.
Yeah, third round is reasonable. He does have upside, but it's a capped upside in our opinion. We're going to tell you why. Mm-hmm. So, first, in 2020, last season, Ekeler played only 10 games. He was injured for 6, so there's that potential injury risk. But he averaged 16.7 points per game, which is decent. Nothing special, right?
Yeah. Well, I like to add, like, in 2 of those games last year, he only had 11 receptions.
11 receptions is good, but even getting 11 receptions in 2 games and only averaging 16.7 points total, not that great.
Yeah.
And this isn't for the season, this is per game. So
I would also like to add, in those games where he got 11 receptions, usually when someone gets 11 receptions, they go over 100 yards.
Yeah, that's true.
And he did not. He got nowhere near 100 yards at all last year.
So he was getting receptions, but not big yardage with it.
No, he so much short yardage.
Okay, I got it. So that was 2020. In 2019, this was his best season, his best finish. Mm-hmm. He played all 16 games, which is good, and he averaged 18.6 points per game. Once again, that's okay. That's an RB2 number, not quite an RB1 number, or low-end RB1.
Yeah, I was going to say low-end RB1.
In 2018, he was a complimentary back to Melvin Gordon and only averaged 12.6 points. So over the last 3 years, he's had a backup role, a role where he was the main person and averaged high-end RB2, low-end RB1, and then last year he averaged basically an RB2 number.
Yeah.
And for only 10 games.
Right.
So that's that. Now, what we're looking for in an RB1, we want the possibility of a top 5 running back finish, big numbers. Last season, the top 5 running backs averaged 26.2 points per game. As you can see, Austin Ekeler was nowhere near that in any of his seasons.
Not at all. Even his big season.
His 2019 season, where everybody thought he did well, which he did for him, it still wasn't anywhere close. He would have to do a lot more to get past that. A lot of it has to do with touchdowns, too. He's not a big touchdown scorer. What I'm looking for is a top 5 running back, and Ekeler has a minimal shot at achieving that. But wait.
There's more.
You say, what about former Saints coach Joe Lombardi? Isn't he going to treat Ekeler like Alvin Kamara? Isn't he going to just explode? Well, that doesn't make sense if you break it down. Ekeler's nothing like Kamara, especially in the build. Kamara's 5 feet 10 inches, 215 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good size running back.
Right.
Ekeler, he's more of a third down back type. He's got that kind of a build where he's 5 foot 8 inches, and guess what? 195 pounds.
I was just about to say 195.
Yeah, not a big guy. So when you have those smaller backs, they tend to lack durability, not as much inside running. Can he do that? Yes, he can. But are you going to hold up during a whole season? That's why you need that bigger body. Those thicker guys, they tend to last longer.
Yes, there's also the topic of injury prone. Just adding on to that.
Injury prone. He's had quite a few concussions, injuries, that kind of stuff.
Is he going to hold up all season?
Is he going to hold up? here's an interesting thing. I went to Player Profiler just to look up and see who his comparison was, and they gave him the comparison of Danny Woodhead. I don't know if you remember that name from a few years back. I mean, he had some good games too, some good seasons.
Yeah.
But same kind of thing. He was definitely a number 2. But you could get him later. He was a 6th, 7th round pick that you're like, man, I'm going to snag him later and sneak in and use him as my RB2. Ekeler going in the first round is not what you want.
No.
But wait.
There's more.
There's more. Now, as far as a comparable player, someone who I see that you guys would be familiar with nowadays is a guy named Nyheim Hines. He is kind of that same scat back third down role, can run between the tackles here and now, but he's definitely that kind of third down back, which really is what Ekeler is. Pass catching specialist, third down guy. Nyheim Hines is 5'9" and 196. So you can see those two kind of body styles are really more similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about the type of play Joe Lombardi did in New Orleans? Well, he had Drew Brees. At the end of Drew Brees' career, where his arm wasn't that great, they schemed a lot of dump-off passes to Alvin Kamara. Made sense, right? I mean, Kamara's a special running back. He catches passes. You scheme that guy. I have to say, when you say special running back, you don't think Austin Ekeler. I've never had anybody make that comparison. So now that he's in LA, he's got a big arm quarterback of Justin Herbert, who's going to want to throw the ball downfield, and that's not these short dump-offs passes.
Yeah, he was a very deep thrower last
Can
year.
they scheme some of those in? Sure, but that's not going to be the main play of a Phillip Rivers, of a Drew Brees. Things just aren't lining up for him to catch 100 passes. Could he still get 60, 70? Yeah, that seems real reasonable.
Yeah.
But I don't project him being that really heavily used pass catcher. And he's not a great in-between the tackles runner. He can do it? Yeah, so there's that. Now, I think after hearing all of those things, we should all be in agreement. Austin Ekeler should not be drafted in the first round.
No. He's going as high as number 4. Fourth running back.
Fourth running back off the board, which is crazy. Everybody just keeps inflating this value.
Before
We're here
Derrick
to
Henry.
deflate that value and set you guys straight. Don't make that mistake.
No.
Once again, everybody's draftable at a certain spot. First round is not that spot.
No.
So we will be passing on Austin Ekeler. We think you should too. Let us know what you think. Should Austin Ekeler be drafted?
Let us know.
We're really interested to see how much static and hate we get from this.
Everywhere
from
you
this
look,
episode.
it's just Austin Ekeler top 5, Austin Ekeler top 5.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go. Which is why we felt we needed to make this video. It's
Yeah.
like,
Go ahead and win your league. Don't draft him, you know? I mean, the whole idea is to finish first, and he does not have that first upside in the first round.
no.
So, like our video. Subscribe to our video if you want to hear more videos like this. We're going to have all sorts of stuff coming up. We're going to have a really busy season. We're going to get everything going here all over the place for you guys. Lots of videos. So turn on the notifications if you want to know as soon as those videos pop out. Right now we're doing one a day. You'll get notified. You'll be able to get the facts and not the fluff. And with all that being said, Devin,
Always remember to finish first.
Thank you for listening to the FantasyFootballFirst.com podcast.
Jackson throws complete. Crabtree has it for a touchdown.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Get more fantasy info and check us out at FantasyFootballFirst.com.